Hello everyone, welcome to Come Sit at My Table. Melissa and I are thrilled to have you here with us today. It's Sunday, so you know that we're doing a Sunday subscriber recipe. Every Sunday we do a recipe that has been mailed to us from one of our subscribers. And I always choose a recipe that I have never made before. So this is going to be a lot of fun for me. Now I'm excited about this recipe for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's for a side dish, and side dishes are kind of hard to find. We tend to do the same side dish with meal after meal after meal, and this is one I have never heard of. So I'm excited to try something new. Also, I think the color of this is going to be really nice and go perfectly with Thanksgiving. So if you're looking for a new Thanksgiving side dish, this is one you may want to try. All right, our recipe comes from Virginia Nance in Pearland, Texas. And let me read you a little of the letter that she wrote with the recipe. It says, "Dear Tom and Melissa, I'm one of your subscribers and I'm a piano teacher. I live in a suburb of Houston. I'm 81 and I've been teaching students to play the piano for over 50 years.
I bet she's a fabulous player.
I bet she is too. I would love to hear her play.
I know, that would be awesome.
I love teaching, and I love you guys too. We love you, Virginia. Teachers have giving hearts. I've made many of your recipes and have wanted to contribute something, but what? Well, I have a good one that I think you will like. It's one of my favorites. I got this recipe from my mother many years ago. It's a carrot dish. I don't really know if I should call it a casserole or a souffle. You can decide that. So I guess Virginia is giving us the option and we can call it what we want. Melissa and I looked at the recipe, and we decided we're going to call it a carrot casserole. But if you want to call it a carrot souffle, you can rename it and do that. Let's take a look at what we're going to use to make Virginia's carrot casserole. Of course, we're going to start with carrots. Now, you need 2 cups of carrots after they have been cooked and mashed. So I just bought this huge bag of carrots, and I have already got some of them ready and in a saucepan boiling. You just need to make sure that you wash them well, peel them, cut them into cubes, and then put them in a saucepan and boil them until they're soft, because we are going to mash them up. And you can see mine are in the saucepan over there boiling. All right, we're also going to use 1 cup of Ritz cracker crumbs. I just put a sleeve of the crackers in a Ziploc bag and crunch them up with my hands. Very simple to do. We're going to use 1 cup of milk.
Oven's ready.
There's our oven. It's preheated to 350 degrees. 1 stick of butter that we're going to melt. We're going to grate 3/4 of a cup of sharp cheddar cheese. And we're going to grate 1/4 of a cup of onion.
This is going to be delicious.
Now, that might sound a little strange to you that we're going to grate the onion, but it's not strange at all. A secret that a lot of recipes have, or a lot of restaurants have, is that they grate onions to put in their dishes, and it just really enhances the flavor. They don't chop the onion, they don't cube it up, they grate it so that it's really watery and fine. So this is going to use 1/4 of a cup of grated onion. I bet that's going to be delicious. Then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. We're going to add a dash of cayenne. And the last ingredient is 3 eggs that we're going to beat really well. You want to beat them until they're fluffy. Now, pretty much all you have to do is get everything ready and then just stir it all together except for the eggs. And after you get everything else stirred together, you're going to fold those eggs in until they're completely combined. So, while my carrots are cooking, I'm going to melt my butter. I'm going to grate the cheese, grate the onion, and I'm going to beat the eggs. So we'll let those carrots continue to cook, and I'll get all of that ready to go. Virginia's recipe does say to mash the carrots, but that it would be just fine if there were some small chunks still left. She said don't feel like they have to be mashed as well as you would mash potatoes for a mashed potato dish. So we're just going to mash them up until they are all broken up. We are measuring out 2 cups of our mashed carrots. And if you look closely, you can see that there are chunks in there. This is not completely smooth. Okay, there's 1 cup. Let's do one more. I fixed way too many carrots. That's okay. We'll do something with the rest of them. They certainly won't go to waste. My guess is, based on the number that I fixed, you're probably going to need to do somewhere around 6 to 8 carrots to get 2 cups. I'm going to think if you've got medium-sized carrots, probably about 6 or 7. All right, there goes our 2 cups of carrots. Our cup of cracker crumbs, our 1 cup of milk, our 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick of butter. I should have had a spatula to scrape that with, but I can do it with a spoon. It's not like it's my first time to scrape a bowl with a spoon. All right, we're going in with our cheese. Get all that out of there. We want it all in. Our 1/4 cup of grated onion. That's going to make it delicious. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And a dash of cayenne. And our little set of spoons here says that this pink one is a dash. So that's what we're using. Now we're going to stir all that together, and then we will fold in our beaten eggs. This is so interesting. I have never seen a dish like this. I'm so excited to try it. And I think it's going to be wonderful for Thanksgiving. I think it will be really good. All right, let's fold in those eggs. So in they go. I'm going to use my spoon to get all of these out too. And then we're just going to fold those in. Now that we have the eggs pretty well combined with the other ingredients, we're just going to pour that into a 1.5-quart casserole, or I'm using an 8x8 baking dish. I think this will be the right size.
Certainly looks perfect for the season, doesn't it?
It sure does. I love the color. And you know, it's just something different. We get so tired of serving the same thing. Even at Thanksgiving and Christmas every year, we serve the same side dishes. So this will be something different, something interesting. Hope everybody likes it. And I'm telling you right now, I cannot wait to dig into this. All right, now we have our oven preheated at 350 degrees. And Virginia's recipe says we need to bake it for 40 to 45 minutes. So we'll put this in the oven, set our timer for I'm gonna set the timer for about 35 minutes just so I can start checking it. And when it's finished, we'll be back. Well, our carrot casserole or carrot souffle is out of the oven. And I'm gonna tell you, I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I think it looks really good. And I will bet you it tastes delicious too.
It's fluffy like a souffle.
It is fluffy like
look like a corn pudding almost, doesn't it?
That's what we were saying before Melissa started videoing. It really reminds us of the looks of a corn pudding. I don't know if it's going to taste like that. A corn pudding has some sugar in it normally, and this doesn't. So I don't think it'll have that exact same taste, but I think it'll be fluffy like that. You ready, babe? Mm-hmm. I'm so anxious to try this.
That is excellent.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. That's really good.
Wow. Mmm.
The eggs really, I don't know, disguise the carrots a little bit.
That's really different.
Mm-hmm.
That is delicious. It does remind me of a corn pudding.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. You could almost call this carrot pudding. Mmm. And I really like the little chunks that are still in there. I like that it's not completely mashed up like mashed potatoes. You can tell it's carrots. I think if you had a picky eater, you could make this and maybe pass it off as like a pudding and get them to eat it and them not even know they're having vegetables. That's delicious. I really do like that. Virginia, we appreciate you sending this to us. That's a really good recipe. This would be great for Thanksgiving. So thank you very much. By the way, my mom's name was Virginia, so I love that name. We do appreciate you being here with us for our video. If you would, we would appreciate you going right below this video and clicking that like button. If you haven't before, click the subscribe button, the little notification bell beside of it, and the word all. That just allows YouTube to send you a notification every time we put up a new video. Doesn't cost a thing to subscribe to the channel. In the box that's right below the video, it's called the description box, it will say carrot casserole, or maybe carrot souffle, or carrot pudding. You'll see the title. If you'll click anywhere in that box, it will expand. You'll find the written recipe. You'll find our mailing address where you can send us recipes just like Virginia did. If you'd like to send us a recipe for us to consider using on our channel, we would love to have it. Right below that is a link where you can order our cookbook. Our cookbook is still available on Amazon. If you want to go to Amazon, you can do that. But it's also available directly from our publisher, reformationpublishers.com. Melissa will put that link right below our contact information. All you have to do is click that link. It'll take you to their page. You can scroll to the bottom and you'll find our book there. And of course, there's a place at the bottom of the page where you can leave a comment. We love hearing from you, so feel free to leave us a comment. We do appreciate you being here for our video. Virginia, we appreciate you sending in the recipe. And we want you to remember that you are always welcome to come sit at my table. Have a great day.